Hello everyone. We are here to discuss the next topic, that is binomial nomenclature system. Here, first we discuss about the history about the binomial nomenclature, or what is binomial nomenclature. As a common name are not authentic and cannot be used for the scientific purpose because these names changed from language to language. That means if you give the ordinary name or common name to the particular organisms, so it will be changed from each and every language, so that the unique name is given with the help of certain rules and regulation. That unique name is called as an binomial nomenclature, because that name is made up from two word. First one is genus or genera, and second one is a species. For example, as we know that the scientific name of mango is Mangifera indica. So Mangifera is a genera or genus and indica is a species. So that Mangifera indica is universal and accepted all over the world. There is no alternative name for the Mangifera indica. So this is called as a binomial nomenclature system. So the scientist Carl Linnaeus proposed the system of naming to each organism, which is called binomial nomenclature, in 1758. In this system, organisms are named and their name consists of two parts. First part is a genus and second part is a species. Then who introduced these terms? As we discussed, the scientist Carl Linnaeus that discovered the term, that is the binomial nomenclature system, in 1758 mostly, and he wrote a one book known as Species Plantarum in 1757. Then the word nomenclature is derived from two Latin words, that is nomen means name and clear means to call. So it means to call by name. It can be defined as the system which is responsible for giving the name to an organism is called as a nomenclature. That is, nomen means the name and clature means to call. Okay, call by name. Next, the definition of binomial nomenclature: the formal naming system for living things. It is binomial nomenclature. The name of species is made of two parts, one indicating the genus and one indicating the species. For example, the ladybug is known as Harmonia oxyridis. So Harmonia is a name of genus, that means which is a group of closely related organism, and oxyridis is a species, that is it is used to identify a particular species from other belonging to the same genus. So binomial nomenclature means two part name. Next, what are the rules of binomial nomenclature? So it is very important for exam point of view. So very simple rule are given here. The entire two part name must be written in italics, that is genus and species. The name should be written in italics. The genus name is always written first, that is the name of the genus should be written in first. The genus name must be capitalized. Okay, capitalized. The first letter of genus should be capital. The specific or the species is never be capitalized, or the second word that is called as a species, it never be capitalized. That is genus, first word of genus should be capitalized, and the second word, that is species, it should not be capitalized. Fifth rule: if the name is revised, the name of original describer or the author should be written in bracket followed by the name of revising scientist. Suppose one thing is described by the scientist, and after 10 years or 15 years the again discovery on the same thing by the another scientist. So the name of original author should be written in bracket, and the name of next scientist should be written just after the bracket. To avoid confusion, the same binomial should not be used to the name two different species. The next, the year in which organism was described or released, it should be written after the name of author or the scientist. So that means the year should be maintained after the name of the scientist. Then what are the essential requisite of binomial nomenclature? Here, first one, uniqueness. The scientific name should be unique and individual. It must be the only name with that the nomenclature. That means it should be unique to all. Next, universally. Second is universally. The scientific name should be universal and acceptable throughout the world and biological societies. Because ordinary names cannot be used in nomenclature because it is very difficult for the taxonomists to learn the names of taxa in ordinary language. Third, stability. The scientific name should be stable and authentic and cannot be changed every time. So that scientific name is the key to the information about particular organism. So what are the three essential requisite? First, uniqueness. The scientific name should be unique. Second, it should be universal, and third, it should be a stable. So these are the some introduction about the binomial nomenclature system. Then we discuss the definition of binomial nomenclature system. Then we discuss about the rules of binomial nomenclature system. And last one, we discuss about the essential requisite of that binomial nomenclature system. So if any difficulty regarding that topic, so you can ask me. So it is a very simple topic. Thank you.